Hey y'all, welcome to another video. So yesterday we talked about self-esteem, and today we are going to talk about looking at yourself deeply and what can happen once you do that. Hi, my name is Demi. I love things all personal development. It is something that I eat, sleep, and breathe. So, let me tell y'all. It is not hard to look at the things that are not so cutesy, like the trauma, the bad stuff. It's really not hard. It's the emotions that make it hard. And that is why in a couple of my other videos, I really expressed why you shouldn't let your emotions get in the way. Because when you let your emotions get in the way, it keeps you from having clarity in your life in general. Like, you're just all over the place all the time. I know I was letting everything trigger me. I was like, why am I so like everything was just triggering me. I was offended here, offended there. That is not nice. That's it's exhausting. And I didn't realize that, and many therapists, well, the good therapists can tell you that when you dramatize your life, you create the stressful life that you have. Like, when they say people who have a lot of drama in their life, like you look at reality TV show, you look at the news, all of these different things that just have drama in it. Drama equals stress. Why would you do that? Because that's what your brain and your nervous system remembers. That is why. And when you start to rewire it, I know when I started to rewire mine, let me tell y'all a story. So growing up, I used to always love scary movies. Like the most goriest scary movies. I used to like to dress up as scary stuff. I didn't really like how, what do you call those places? The spooky houses. I'm gonna just call them that. I didn't really like those. But I did love the movies. I'm talking about all of them. I was just fascinated by them. They just really pulled me in. And that can build up a lot of fear for no reason. For example, Final Destination, that movie alone creates so much drama in your life and so much unnecessary fear. So now we're going around afraid to put our hand in the garbage disposal because of that movie. Do you know how damaging that is to have like all these little things that you're just scared to do because you decided to watch a movie? That's, from my perspective now, I'm just like, why are you stressing yourself out? So I stopped watching, fast forward to now, which is very recently, like the beginning of this year. I don't watch scary. I don't watch thrill. I don't watch, well, I obviously don't watch anything with like murder or like the Bad Couple Murder Chaos, Tyler Perry type stuff, or just stuff that's just like, what is this? This isn't normal. I don't want to attract that in my life, so I'm not gonna watch it. But once I started actually doing the work, that's when those changes were made. I can find it really hard to do those things before you do the emotional work. And I know this because I tried to lose weight so many times before, and I couldn't do it because I never did the emotional work. So I just kept falling back to the past, back to the past, back to the past, because in the past is where the emotions are and they're stuck, and you kind of gotta shimmy them out. So, yeah, I think that is very, very important. But yeah, thank you guys for liking the video and subscribing to my page. I really appreciate that. But yeah, then if you guys are curious about my snail mail that is coming out, you can sign up in my community post. I have a QR code that has all the information there. So yeah, once you start to look at yourself deeply, you start seeing all the other things on the outside. And it's also easier for you to read people. That's one thing I will say. When you do the work on yourself, when people talk about, what are those things I really got into? Like, the last 2 years, I was obsessed with like neuro-linguistic programming, neuroscience. Well, neuroscience is like something I'm still into, so we ain't gonna put that in the categories. But all these different things, like how to manipulate people, 48 laws of power, which they still are relevant, but in the way that I was looking at them at the time. Oh my gosh, it was a disaster. I don't recommend those books until you've done the emotional work, because it won't make sense until you do. Because you're looking at it from a distorted way, just because your emotions are just clouding everything and making the decisions for everything, and that is just not stable in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, but yeah, these are some of the things that kind of started to grind, well, not really grind my gears. It was just like, oh wow. And I judge people less now. Now I'm like, oh, I was on that journey before, so like, it's just like, you don't really have any, well, you have your own opinion, but you don't have judgment for anyone. And it's easier for you to catch your judgment. So when I say looking at yourself more deeply, that is what I mean. Doing the emotional work and looking at what happened in your life and acknowledging it. Because that's all the trauma wants, is for it to be acknowledged. Once you become aware of it, you can then change it. Meaning, it disappears. You can reprogram it into something else. Once you become aware of that, it has been game changer for me, for sure. So I know it'll be game changer for other people. Because at first, I used to go and search and look at many videos, all these gurus and all these different things, and now I understand what they're saying about neuroscience and like The Secret and all the different stuff. It's almost as if like, it's similar to when you watch a movie and you really wasn't paying attention, and then you go rewatch that same movie and you're really tuned in and you realize how much of that movie that you did not see the first time. That is what it's like. That's the best example that I can give to you guys as to what this feels like in real time. Or if you're a book reader, it's like, you know, you just skim through it real fast in one day because you're really excited to read it. But then one day, months later, you decide to pick the book up again and you're like, wait, I didn't see that. Wow, I didn't see that. Did I read this book the right way? And that is the power of repetition. It awakens your brain in a way that like it's amazing. It's a beautiful thing. That's one thing I will say. Like, you just see things deeper and deeper and deeper. And if you're the type of person who likes to rewatch things, you're actually programming yourself with that thing. So also be careful of that too, because if you're watching Final Destination over and over again, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to become this anxious, terrified person who is just scared of everything. And you're not going to enjoy your life because you're scared of everything. So be careful with that and be intentional with where you put your mind, where you put your eyes, where you put your body, and stuff like that. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I scroll just like everyone else, but I'm more aware of when I'm scrolling. I'm like, oh wait, I was supposed to be doing this. Why am I scrolling? And then I knock it out, because I live what I speak. That is just what it is. This is what I do. This is my life. And life also becomes more enjoyable and manageable once you do these things too. That's one thing I realized. I really made life hard back then. Like everything was just like such a struggle. I'm like, this is all I had to do. Yeah. So definitely highly beneficial. And I think my snail mail is going to be one of the most amazing things on the market. I'm going to just tell you that now. The best thing in the world, because I've done it in my own life. It works. And so for it to just be like a nice little cool thing in the mail, and you get to have fun while doing it and have little cute little activities and stickers and different little gifts and trinkets, and you also have like little inner work prompts and affirmations and all the other things, like that's a dream. To make inner work easy, and to have me, a person who spent $1,000, well, thousands of dollars on personal development, like you get all that for a small fee a month. What? That is what? The best thing you could possibly have in your life, especially where the way the world is headed. You have to get up there. You have to work. You got to do some work. And that's okay. Give yourself grace, but do it. That's one thing I also noticed. It's easier for me to create balance in my life, and it's easier for me to just do the thing. Like if there's something that I'm not trying to do, like all of the concepts that I'm teaching y'all on my page pop up in my mind. I'm like, not in that way, but like, wait, if we don't do this, we're procrastinating. We're not a procrastinator. Like that type of thing. Like we're not a procrastinator anymore. What is this? Let's just do the dishes. Let's turn on some music and let's make this fun. Like it's that simple, like quick. And that's the thing that I noticed too. I'm able to move a lot quicker because my emotions are not stopping me. Because if you realize that okay, so say if you want to order Popeyes, or you should order a salad, right? With decision, you will have to make the decision very fast. Like, very fast, right? Well, maybe that's not the best example. I don't know. But anywho, whatever. But basically, you have to move before your emotions get in the way, basically. So, basically that's what I was saying. Like, you have to move towards the salad before the emotions go for the Popeyes. If that makes sense. Like, you have to move fast. Like, as soon as you say, or as soon as you're like, oh, I haven't eaten all day, let me eat something, salad. Like, it has to be the healthy thing every time. Healthy thing. Before the emotions get in the way, don't even think about it. Like, don't, just healthy thing. If you can have it on, I don't know, that's why meal prepping is great, because it's already in there. So like, it's like, boom, okay, good choices there. You don't have to think. You don't have to get into your no. Now, if you get to your refrigerator and you're the type of person to be super, super, super emotional, and you're like, oh, I don't want to eat that today, and da-da-da-da. Your emotions are ruining your life. And I'm laughing because that was me. I used to be like, I don't want to eat that today. It's not that deep. It's just food. Just eat it. Your belly just needs to be full. That's it. That's it. And then drink a whole thing of water. You'll be fine. You'll be full. Eat a little bit. drink a little something, you'll be all right. And then get your steps in, you'll be all right. But the emotions, the emotions are something. The emotions got me a lot. And now I got a hold on them. And the thing is, this is a lifetime commitment. And that is why I think my newsletter is so important. Because it helps you have that lifetime commitment in your life for such a short fee, and you don't have to alter your schedule. You can create your own schedule with it. It's in your house. Like, you can pick it up at any time. Like, you can create a book out of all the ones that you get from me as you collect them, pass it down to your children. Like, this is why I want to do this work, because of things like that. To be able to pass on these mindsets to your children. Hello? Can you say generational wealth? Because everything is connected. Like, the reason why most people stay at a 9-to-5 job is because they're scared. They're scared of being unsafe. They think that something bad is going to happen if they decide to go out and venture on their own. Fear shows up. Oh no, and that's okay. You can stay there. There are people like that that's like that, but if you're one of those people where you really feel it in your bones that you're supposed to be doing something different, yeah, my work is for you. So, yeah, looking at yourself more deeply will shine a light so bright that will give you that zest for life. Because I remember I was on a call with some guy I was getting to know, and he was like, do you smoke, drink, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Asking me the things, and I'm like, no, actually I don't. He was like, oh, you just seem so, like, to a dysregulated person, this is what I noticed. And it's no judgment. I just noticed that, like, someone who is like, they function purely off of chaos drama. I can just tell because, like, I've been there, and so that's how I know. He was like, because you just seem so relaxed and chill and just kind of like, I don't like, it was dysregulating him. Me being calm was bothering this person because they weren't calm, or they're just not used to a person like me. And that's okay. We are not a match. Block button. But anywho, because that person is just not for me. And a person like that is gonna blow your phone up after you tell them no, because they're dysregulated. I just can catch these things so fast because I've done so much work and I've seen it myself. I used to be there. So yeah, call it psychic, call it whatever you want, but it's just like, you've been there before, so you just know. But that's another thing. Just, it helps you get out of so many different situations. Your emotional intelligence is so important. And this is part of emotional intelligence. All the things that I'm talking about on my page, all of it is part of emotional intelligence. All of it. Building it. It builds on top of each other, it's stacked. And ask me how I know. I've done it. Hello? And that's why I love this work, because it's not because I read it out of some book. Yes, I might have gotten confirmation from it in my own life in a book or a research paper, but when you're the lived experience, nobody can take that from you. No one. Not a book. The book can burn down. You can write another book. yourself. Like it, when you're the lived experience, life is limitless. It really is, truly. Yes, it gets difficult sometimes, but that is just that's what life is about. Learning how to, you can say, okay, something messed up, you know, anything. This could be anything you're like, something messed up. Okay, how can we do something else? Like, build another one. Try another one. Make it better. Make an invention off of that. Make a video about it. I don't know how it changed your life, and there's so many things you could do. There's so many things you could do with that information that you've been through. But yeah, again, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.